Welcome back to our iMonitor video tutorial series. In this episode, we'll focus on setting up tramlines. A feature that supports efficient field management, crop protection and the prevention of crop damage during fertilizing and crop protection activities. Tramlines indicate where unseeded tracks in the field should be placed, allowing the vehicles to travel without damaging crops. To ensure precise tramline placement and optimal field coverage, properly calibrated equipment and iMonitor settings aligned with your field conditions are essential prerequisites. Before you start with tramline setup, ensure that you have set up a field with boundaries and guidance lines. Note that tramlines only work with AB lines or curved guidelines. To enable the tramlines functionality, move into the Setup menu. Under the System, Functions, Guidance, select Tramlines and Isobus Tramline Control and switch these features to Enabled. These settings will remain active until you disable them. After the activation, switch into the Guidance menu to then create a new tramline. Open the Guideline menu, tap Create New Tramline to set up a new tramline pattern. During the configuration of tramline parameters, you're able to set following options. Spacing. Set the distance between the centers of the tramline passes, typically matching the width of your sprayer. Track width. Define the distance between the outer edges of the wheels from the vehicle, which will pass the tramlines. First swath. Set the swath number where seeding begins. The system calculates the field edge from this position and displays it as a light blue line. By default, this line appears at half the implement width from the first swath, but then can be adjusted with an additional offset. Offset. Set an offset if needed, for example, if a complete seeding run isn't performed on the first pass. Auto configuration. This option automatically sets the first swath relative to the current position and applies a zero offset. It positions the field edge at half the implement width from the active guideline. For example, with a 6-meter implement, the edge will be placed 3 meters from the guideline. The system detects the field boundary and adjusts the light blue boundary line accordingly. Once everything is set, tramlines will appear as purple lines on your iMonitor screen. Confirm that the tramline pattern displays correctly to ensure it aligns with your field layout. From this point forward, an alarm notification will sound whenever the vehicle crosses a tramline, helping you maintain accuracy. Future Isobus tramline control on compatible implements will also automatically activate or deactivate sections as they approach a tramline, enhancing precision and efficiency. By configuring tramlines, the system will create a new tramline guidance line with a tramline suffix. You can export these tramlines using the Inventory Manager for use on other vehicles. Note that imported tramlines cannot be reconfigured. And if guideline groups are enabled, configuring tramlines will automatically create a new tramline guideline group. That's it for this tramline setup tutorial. Be sure to check out our other videos for more tips and tricks on getting the most out of your iMonitor.